Nadine.
Hi, Isa.
Congratulations sa new series mo.
Thank you.
For my first question, at this point in your career, what kind of projects excites you the most? And ano ba yung mga checklist na kailangan ma-tick muna before taking on a new one?
Siguro when it comes to picking projects, I love concepts that are unusual. I don't really box myself naman in certain genres because parang feeling ko because of my projects din that I did in the past. Kasi nagkaroon ako ng phase na thriller horror. Tapos parang naisip ng mga tao na, baka ano na siya, baka yun na lang gagawin niya. And people are so surprised that I'm doing rom-com and comedy. I did comedy last year. So parang nagulat sila, oh, you're doing comedy again. So parang lagi ko pong sinasabi, I don't wanna box myself naman in specific genres. Parang for me, I really like projects na parang nagusto ko yung kwento, nagusto ko yung character ko. So, importante po sa akin yung alam ko yung script. The script, the people that I work with. Isa din po kasi yun sa kumbaga nagpapa-oo sa akin kapag gusto ko yung mga makakasama ko.
In connection to what you were sharing a while ago about what is happening sa Siargao, meron dun sa Instagram mo yung page mo, Daily Rant, diba? So nakikita namin dun yung mga comments mo about nature, about what is happening sa LGU ng Siargao. Why is it important for you to use your platform about those mga societal issues? And because of that, nagiging vocal ka, tinatawag kang President Nadine. Are you confident na marinig na tinatawag kang President?
Actually, matagal na po yung President Nadine. Parang 2018 pa. People always ask me this din. Kasi parang saan ba galing yung President? Hindi ko din po talaga alam kung saan siya galing. Pero sinasabi nila sa akin na sa Twitter daw po siya before. Tapos nagulat na lang ako na nung nasa showtime ako, yung mga writers, parang tawag sa akin, President Nadine, ganyan. So ako, nung time na yun, parang saan galing yun? So I kind of just went with it. Sige, tanggapin ko na lang. It's kind of nice. Nakaka-flatter po siya. Kasi at least, I know that whatever it is that I say or whatever it is that I do matters to people. Although at the same time, there's so much weight that comes with it. But like what I said naman, I only really speak up for things naman that matter. And I really pick the things that I talk about online because it's really something that I think of.
And then lastly, yun nga, nag-trending ulit yung mga songs mo, Paligoy-ligoy. Maybe, kung may any chance ba na magbabalik ka sa music, and if yes, any chance na babalik ka sa pop, or you outgrew na yung genre na yun?
I mean, definitely I will be back in music. I think that's, yun naman po yung pinakauna ko talagang, yan yung first love ko talaga. Kasi when I joined Viva naman, I was in a girl group. Doon talaga ako nag-start. So, with regards to doing pop, hindi naman ako completely jaded with pop. I mean, pop naman kasi is very, sobrang wide naman yung range ng pop. Pop just means popular. So when it comes to sound naman, it can be a bit experimental but still be pop. So, yeah, gagawin ko pa rin naman. Pero siguro hindi na yung bubblegum pop, katulad ng Paligoy-ligoy. Kasi medyo matagal na po yun. Tsaka 32 na po ako, parang hindi na naaayon sa akin yung gano'n.
Gusto pa rin naman siya.
Okay na yung mga songs before, i-play na lang nila yun.
Ginagawang TikTok.
Oo nga, minsan nga po pag kunyari nasa restaurant kami, or sa Siargao especially, pag nakikita nila ako sa tawid, pinapatugtog nila, okay. Sige na nga. Na parang mga in-expect nilang sasayaw ako sa kalsada. Pero okay na yun, nakaka-flatter naman po.
Cringe ka?
Medyo. Kasi feeling ko may expectation sila na may gagawin ako. Na lalapit ako, uy, thank you for playing my song. But I'm happy kasi kahit na ilang years na yung paligoy-ligoy at yung para-paraan. Ano pa rin siya, trending pa rin sila. So, yun, masaya po ako doon. And people still love it. Kahit yung mga friends ko, natawag sa akin, uy, si paligoy-ligoy, tingilan nyo nga ako. And mga friends ko yun
Sample daw.
Ay, hindi, wag ako Manood na lang po kayo sa TikTok or sa YouTube.
Thank you, Nadine.
Thank you.
I can clearly visualize the scenario.
Huwag mo nang i-visualize.
Thank you so
Not
much.
in distress.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Up next, we have from Radar.ph, Kiko Escuadro.
Hello po.
Ayun, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Congratulations. Ang daming blessing.
Thank you. I agree.
Yes. Na-mention mo kanina yung way ng responsibility kapag nagsasalita ka sa social media. Do you find social media toxic for you?
I'm not gonna lie, social media is a double-edged sword. As much as it is a platform or like a space where you can express yourself, it's also parang ang hirap din i-express yung sarili mo because of judgment. But right now kasi with everything that's been going on, people are so harsh on social media. And nakakalungkot, honestly, to see people fighting about just whatever, you know. Pero, yun lang, parang I tread lightly on social media as much as, you know, I do share bits of my life din naman on social media and it is part of work. And I still love interacting with fans naman and, you know, with friends as well. Medyo nakakatakot lang siya, especially because you can access anything. You know, people can say whatever they want. Like, kahit hindi ka naman celebrity, like, people can say whatever they want to you. And it's very harmful, especially for, you know, for the younger generation, na hindi pa masyadong matibay yung loob.
Yes.
It's so easy to down someone.
Mhm.
It's so easy to wish harm on someone.
Mhm.
And the most unfortunate part about that is that you can hide behind the screen and not, you know, and not be accountable for your actions, which is really difficult.
Yes. Alam naman natin na very vocal ka sa mga issues minsan. May time ba na parang naisip mo na parang wag na lang ako makialam, mananahimik na lang ako?
Hindi naman ako nakikialam sa lahat ng issues. No, I would say,
Opinion.
yeah. I would say that if it's something that that I'm not confident with,
Yes.
kasi nga parang hindi ako din naman yung klase ng tao na I would hop on the train just because I want to or just
Yes.
because I can.
Mhm.
Parang as much as possible, like if I do talk about something, an issue, parang kailangan merong weight yun. Parang in some way, there's a bit of involvement. Meron akong konting involvement or merong, what is the word? Parang may sense kung bakit ako nagsasalita.
Mhm.
Yun lang.
Siguro ano na lang, kasi syempre, isa ka sa mga nililook up ng mga bata ngayon. May masasabi ka bang tips? Kasi syempre, yung iba, sumusunod sila sa mga nakikita nila sa social media, especially ikaw. Tawag nga nila sa'yo Miss Aesthetic, di ba? So parang, siguro yung mga tips mo na lang sa mga bata ngayon na yung kung paano nila i-handle yung social media.
Social media is not the real world. What I have been, what I guess yung mga stories lang din that I would hear from, you know, from friends that have kids, is parang the younger generation, parang a lot of them are too focused on their image on social media, na it's detrimental to parang yung sa real life nila.
Yes.
And the thing is like, because of what I said earlier, na parang free for all ang social media, it's so easy to affect someone. You know, parang pwede kang magsalita ng masama about someone, especially if it's someone younger. I mean, hindi naman tayo lahat malakas ang loob eh. And not all of us are able to handle any yung bad comments or harm on social media. And siguro i-relate ko na lang din with an experience that I had last year. I think there are people here naman in this room that are quite familiar with that situation na merong nag-comment sa Instagram ko. I don't wanna say there's a lot of medyo siya, medyo trigger warning, but may nag-comment kasi sa Instagram ko na I would say leaning towards online sexual harassment na siya. And nung una, inano ko lang siya, hinayaan ko lang. I left the comment there. But eventually, after a few days, parang there were people na parang, they were so triggered with the comment.
Yes.
And a lot of people were telling me na parang sobrang hindi okay yan. Kasi medyo masama naman talaga. And unfortunately, nag-double down pa siya. So nag-add pa siya ng comment dun sa, parang may nag-reply sa kanya and then nag-reply pa siya ng mas grabe pa dun sa sinabi niya. I don't wanna say it na, and I think naman it's available online for you to see. Just because it's very triggering. So a lot of people were messaging me about it, and there were even people na sa DM na parang they were saying na Miss Nadine, you should do something about it because at some point that person was was a victim, and then it doesn't sit right with me naman na not being able to do anything, and I know that I could. So meron din akong legal counsel at that time who really pushed me to file a case against this person. I think I did it because obviously, number one, it wasn't right to do that. Second, I felt a bit responsible for the comment, and I wanted to do something about it because parang hindi ko, like what I mentioned earlier, na parang hindi ko ma-stomach yung injustice or yung gano'n na knowing that there are people who actually went through that. Na parang in some way, I kind of wanted to offer a bit of, hindi naman relief, pero parang para may magawa lang ako. Like I wanted to do something about it. So my legal counsel did parang advice na to file a case against this person. Sorry, naging seryoso bigla yung usapan natin. But I just felt that it was right, and I wanted to, and I've never talked about this kasi sobrang recent lang din ito. Although the comment did happen last year, yung case namin was only closed like recently lang. So yun lang, parang we filed the case, and then I just wanted people to understand that even if you're hiding behind the screen, hindi pwedeng magsasalita ka lang ng kung anong gusto mong sabihin to another person. Parang there has to be an accountability. And as much as possible, I'm all for, even though it's hard, I'm all for social media being a safe space for everyone. And I just couldn't really stomach like not doing anything. So,
Lighter naman.
ayan. Yes, please.
Paano, pag may mga endorsement ka, pag may mga brands, kasi ang tawag nila sa'yo, Queen of Aesthetic, sa mga social media, mahirap pang gawin yon kasi syempre ikaw yung pattern ngayon ng aesthetic queen.
I'm not gonna lie, may pressure na siya ngayon. Dati fun lang siya. Mahilig kasi talaga ako sa photography before, sa fashion, or anything that's, like, things na magandang spaces, magandang mga bagay, ganun, flowers and whatnot. And as much as possible, naman din siya, personality ko din naman din talaga siya. Pero ngayon kasi parang ang feeling ko is, pag nag-release ako ng content, kailangan mas maganda siya dun sa last content. Ganun na siya ngayon. Kasi parang mahirap na kung malilet down yung mga hindi siya masyadong aesthetic. Parang ganon. Pero ewan ko, parang even yung mga moments ng kanal humor yung naaaliw naman sa akin yung mga tao. Although sinasabi nila, madam, hindi mo branding yan. Pero ako naman kasi, it's fun for me. Gusto ko yung na-entertain yung mga tao, gusto ko nakaka-relate yung mga tao. And I want them to feel na just because puro aesthetic yung nakikita nila, hindi ko kayang makipagsabayan sa kanila.
Okay. Maraming salamat.
Thank you!
Thank you so much. Next, we have from TV5, Von Belinario.
Hi, President Nadine.
Hi.
Von from News 5. Nats, i-clear ko lang, when you said close na yung case, what really happened sa case na yun?
So, sige, i-run down natin from the top. So yun nga, nag-comment siya, and then nung nung nag-push sa akin yung nag-advise yung legal counsel ko to take action on it, pinahanap nila. Kasi fake account siya eh. Although, hindi siya fake account. Ano siya, kumbaga parang it's the account of the actual person. May profile photo siya, although malayo. It's the same name, pero walang laman yung account. Or naka-private, something like that. So, pinahanap talaga siya. And then, nung nahanap na siya, that's when we served like legal documents na and then eventually, back in, kailan ba ako nag-Siargao? March. So I think around, May pala. So I think around April, end of April before flying to Siargao. That's the time when I actually met the person. So, obviously, even if you look at it in different ways, parang hindi talaga kasi okay yung sinabi niya. So he was obviously given a sentence and of course rehabilitation as well. He was going to go through mga seminars for gender sensitivity and all of that. So I think yun lang. For me, it's really just I wanted to at least let people know that that you can't just say those things on social media, and there's no way for you to not be traced. Yeah, there's always a way to find you. And yun lang, parang I really wanted to push for social media to be a safe space for everyone.
May remorse ba siya, Nadine? Nag-apologize ba siya?
Meron, nag-apologize siya. But I think, during that time kasi, grabe kasi yung comment niya. As in, grabe. A lot of people really told me na na-trigger sila. And, people who were actually victims, na parang, sila na parang, they were emotional about it. So, I really felt like I had to do something about it.
Sorry, thank you for sharing your thoughts about that, Nadine. And sorry for asking that. No?
It's okay.
It's a good
It's okay.
platform
I
to...
wanted to be, as much as possible, I wanted to be sensitive about it because it is a sensitive topic. But unfortunately, this is something that we wanted to bring to light just because social media is kind of like a war zone right now. Tapos people can just say the harshest things and even, parang harm eh. Like people can use words to harm a person.
Ikaw personally, Nads, na-forgive mo siya, pinatawad mo.
I honestly didn't think any of it nung time na yun. Because I would say that I'm already used to the harshest things that, harshest words that people can throw at me. Sanay na ako eh, pero nung nakabasa talaga ako ng messages from different people reaching out to me, that's really when, parang dun ko na-realize na, I shouldn't let this pass. Something needs to be done about this. And, and hoping that this is a start of making, I guess, parang, I wouldn't say naman this is the start of of social media changing, and making it a better place, but at least for people who are so used to like doing this or saying bad things about other people or, bashing other people or saying harsh words or, wanting harm to other people, at least for them to know that they're not safe.
Thank you, Nadine. And sorry for asking
It's
that,
okay,
but
it's okay.
thank you for sharing your voice and
Thank
your
you,
thoughts
thank
about
you.
it. Thank you so
Thanks
much,
for asking.
Nadine.